Co-op mode is insanely good, insanely bad. I don't know. Very interesting feature premiere. I have a lot to talk about. They just showed off the new co-op game mode. First of its kind, unless you played Madden before, where it's a lot like, or unless you played 2K before, any sports game for that matter. But MLB The Show has it now. And it's been something we've been asking for years upon years. Dating back to when I started doing this channel, people have been in my comment section pestering me how much fun this would be. And today we're going to find out. We have a full in-depth look at the brand new mode and much more. Stay tuned. Leave a like if you guys enjoy. Subscribe if you guys are new to the channel. Great place for MLB 22. We're going to have gameplay for co-op coming on the channel tomorrow with the tech test. It is now playable. Online is going to be coming up tomorrow. You can just do batting practice right now. But, yeah, a lot of stuff to talk about within the co-op game mode. We're also going to be looking at real cheeky way to not have YouTube work, by the way. That was awesome. So this is going to be a tad bit more difficult scrolling on the Twitch side. So we also are going to look at a little bit of Diamond Dynasty. That's going to be quite nice, wouldn't it? So co-op. They started the stream and everything's pretty tame. We'll go until... See, this is why I wish I could be on YouTube. So I could have a, you know, the scrub bar. I can see what's ahead of me. Here we go. This is the screen that you're greeted to, pretty bare bones. In terms of finding players, you can either search for a random or you can invite a friend. Pretty much exactly what we all expected. You can play either a 2v2 or a 3v3. Obviously, if you play 2v2, you're not going to go up against a 3v3 team. Didn't think that would be too difficult to understand, but there we go. I do want to say, the tech test, you cannot invite friends, though. So all my plans, I guess, are no longer going to be. We're going to have to match up together. Just hit the button at the same time, I guess. It is going to be available for the final build, but that's something they just squeezed it at the end, so they didn't disappoint us earlier on, I suppose. So yeah, this is the select screen. Captains, that is MLB Dev 1. The captain is the first person who sets everything up, so if I invite Jim and Jimbo, I'm the captain, unless I deter one of them to be the captain. I have that ability. They cannot, you know, steal captain from me. I'm the captain now, god damn it. So that's how it's going to work. The captain will have a couple big choices, such as he will decide substitutions and bullpen duties. So just keep that in mind. Otherwise, you can chat through emojis. I personally can't imagine playing this game mode chatting on a keyboard or emojis. I don't think anybody's going to do that. We have microphones that exist for a reason. Don't be scared to use your voice. So just forget that option is even there. This are being played in online rated. You can also play in Diamond Dynasty. We'll start with online rated. You select the stadium, you find opponents. Again, you're matched up against a random team. You can't specifically search. Let's say I have my squad of 3. I can't search out another squad of 3 in particular. It's a random squad of 3 that you're going to face. Again, I think this is solely the captain's duty for online rated to set the lineup. That's the impression that I got, and that's what the arrow would recognize. So thank you. Perfect timing. And here you go. Just kind of nuts to butts. There you go. It's right there. Caught me by surprise like Chris Hansen, or I guess the large Eagles fan, how he was caught by surprise, huh? We saw gameplay. I didn't think it was going to be that quick, but here you go. You'll notice the 3 icons. One player is going to start out pitching, and they're all... Jesus Christ. Also control the catcher. One controls the infield, and then one controls the outfield. These duties will be swapped throughout each inning. For example, the pitcher this inning, next inning became the outfielder. Then the infielder went to pitch, so that's how it's going to work. If you've ever done any games like that in baseball practice, you know exactly how it's going to work. So you go outfield, then you're going to go to infield, then you're going to go to pitcher, just like that. So it makes sense. It's the way you would run. And that is each individual screen. Again, you'll see you also are going to be the catcher in this as well. And you can do a couple different things. You can make suggestions as far as pitches go. Again, a lot of this is just tutored towards people that aren't going to talk on mics. I, again, personally can't imagine playing this game mode not with people that I know and with Mike. Yes, you can search for randoms, but you're just asking to be griefed, essentially. So here we go. Batting. These look essentially the same. You'll notice the batter icon. MLB Dev 1 is currently batting, and MLB 1 is currently batting. There we go. You'd almost think I wasn't 20 years old and my ball should have dropped by now. Oh well. He got out. If he got on base, he would control the base runner at first. Dev Test 3 would come up to bat. You see where I'm going with this? They didn't say what happens if the bases are loaded. I guess the first guy that got on is... No, they did essentially say that. So let's say, yeah, there's runners on first and second. MLB Dev 1 and Dev Test 3 are on base. And Dev 2 goes up to bat. After his at-bat, it's back up to Dev 1. I know, very confusing. I'm just doing it in the order that are listed right there. So you don't miss an at-bat if you're on base, is what I'm trying to say. So that is interesting. A note, I don't know why the captain's game is during the day and the other two are at night. I don't know why. You'll also notice there is a decent amount of lag. And supposedly, from what I could tell, these guys are playing locally. They're still playing online, but everybody's kind of in the same office. I don't think we have dedicated servers, and I think this is going to be a prevalent issue. I hope it's not the case. We'll talk about why I think that is with Diamond Dynasty and how the rewards are structured in just a moment here. But again, the pitch suggestion... You can do it, but again, I could just say, Jim, throw a fucking fastball, and boom, you just saved yourself a couple clicks. So that's great. This is 3v3 gameplay. Again, the captain is going to have to be the one to make any substitutions. If you don't want to have that responsibility, give it to somebody else. This is another reason why I don't think this really works with random people. Everybody is selfish. Why are you going to want to give up captain role? In which, in that case, it's just random. If you're all searching as random, searching for those kind of... holy shit, this is no cuts. If you're searching for a random person, the captain is random out of you three. That's what I'm trying to get at here. So, it just seems like a mess unless you're playing with friends, which, again, you can't even do during the tech test. So I'm curious how that's going to work out. Because... just a lot of problems could arise. You know, you could have one person who ruins the experience for the other two. They never mentioned what happens if somebody quits. I imagine you just take on another responsibility and then it's like a 2v3, I would think, or even a 1v3 if it got down to dire straits. So yeah, that's the online rated gameplay. I don't think there's anything else that I wanted to talk about. We'll get into Diamond Dynasty. We're certainly not done talking, just we're done talking for this mode. So again, here we are. Two people. This is the captain, and this is through Diamond Dynasty. You're going to start to see some cards right here. And this is where it gets interesting. So you combine two collections, yours and, you know, your other player or players, and you get to pick 6. You each pick a starter. It's a roulette wheel to decide who's the starting pitcher. And so this is 2v2, 6, 12, 25 players on a baseball field. The others are live series silvers. I hope that changes at some point. I'd almost rather it just be random than live series silvers. It's fine. But only 6 unique players per side is kind of few. 18 if you play a 3v3, but... yeah, we'll look at a few DD cards here. There's Ryan Howard, Morneau, and Mauer, of course, new legends. That's how the live series cards are going to look this year. Pretty interesting. If you looked at the Topps cards this year, you'd probably already know that. They are going to show a diamond, Buxton and Josh Hader. So if you want a full glance, a full glimmer of that diamond sparkle, there you go. There you go. So that is team building, and again, I'll show you here how it's going to work. Each team marks as ready. There's a lot of things to look at here. you can see that your opponent's pitching a right-handed pitcher. That's something that got taken out of the game a few years ago. I assume the captain's the one setting the lineup here, and it's a roulette wheel. You each pick a starter, and the captain selects one of these. Not that it really matters. What are you going to say? Fuck you, man. I can't believe you selected that random card. I'm done. I'm unqueuing. I'm shutting my PlayStation off, or your Switch, or your Xbox. And no, I'm playing with a random. I don't think that's going to be the case. Interesting. No rewards at launch for Diamond Dynasty. They said they wanted to get this right before they add that. They do say it'll happen eventually, though. One more thing I want to touch on. The momentum feature we talked about a few videos ago on this channel is confirmed, essentially. You just noticed a tick right there as something will happen. We don't know if it affects gameplay yet. I want to say that again. We don't know. We don't know if it's going to be like Madden or just affect the crowd. But you see it tick, and towards the end here, you'll notice it is significantly shifted towards a certain side. The losing side, wouldn't you believe it, is actually has more momentum, which makes about as much sense as anything else, I guess, this in this video. So that's co-op in a grand scheme of things. Biggest takeaways: I don't see this being fun playing with randoms. I think it is quite laggy. I don't know if the servers are going to allow this game mode to be as good as it can. You can play 2v2, you can play 3v3. You each have a different responsibility. When you're in the field, one pitches, one catches. Or that's the same person, rather. One's in the infield, one's in the outfield. Yeah. I am a bit disappointed. I was expecting it to be a little bit more streamlined. I thought we could draft our entire DD collection. I thought that would have been cool, but I guess not. Let me know in the comment section. This is going to be a pretty hotly debated topic, no doubt, leading into tomorrow when we can actually get our hands on it. Again, it's going to be 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You do the conversions. I'm kind of tired. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Leave a like if you guys did enjoy. As always, check out the other videos on the channel if you I don't know why I'm talking like an auctioneer here. More about MLB 22. Thank you for watching. Hope you guys have a great day. There goes out. Yeet.